Hola, buenos días, soy Nico.
Girl, you wanted that boy dick in your booty. You're so sweetie. Bottom. Bye.
And today we are here to discuss something that we slightly touched on before, but then it got brought back up like a month ago. Nico, I am very delayed on this topic because I just had like more pressing matters to attend to. Travel, work, more like hard hitting stories. But I did want to sit back and talk about the existence of bisexual men in the black gay community. Nico, well, in the black LGBT community, that's like a contradiction. Nico, so this is going to be revolving around one of our favorite girls. Nico, I'm trying to change my ways. I'm trying to be nicer when I address people. So we're going to be talking about Yardiestyle. Nico, who is Yardiestyle? Jackrabbit, pounder, hammering.
Bomber clap.
He basically films gay adult cinematography with the burning intensity of 1,000 warlords. Nico, what does that mean? He is slamming into you. He is ramming into your sugar walls as if he hates you. He's doing it with a fierce level of aggression. And that usually turns people off, but he is also a very popular content creator. So as you can tell, there's a niche for that market. But before we get further into the conversation, if you like this kind of but before we get further into this conversation, if you like this kind of dialogue, make sure to follow me on patreon.com/Nicosaesthetics for more exclusive lives, weekly videos, be a part of the podcast. I'm bringing my laptop with me to Houston. My flight is literally in like 30 minutes. I will upload it. I'll upload everything. I usually take a minute. You're going to get it. So yes, moving back into the dialogue, he basically dropped a video where he was with his girlfriend and they were on vacation. I think he said they were in Jamaica and that they were at waterfalls, they were on cars going through the forest, they were just experiencing nature and having a good, fun time. And you girls turned it into drama.
It's unfortunate that people can change something that was just pure innocent fun into drama.
Nico, what do you mean? Basically, someone retweeted it and I agree, basically saying, oh, so this is why he be fucking y'all like he hates you. Because like he said prior, he does gay adult cinematography because it's what sells. But his most successful relationships in his life has always been with women. And I agree with him for the sole fact that in some of his videos, I remember when he discussed this originally and I did a video on it, he basically had pictures of his children in some of his videos. He forgot to edit out. He's talked about liking women before, and it also brings up the conversation on why bisexuality in the black LGBT community is usually excluded and or just seen as a facade. Because I remember when I came out as bisexual in middle school, my older brother basically told me, why don't you just be gay? You know, it's just easier to be gay. You're just gay. So I've experienced it firsthand, and I've also seen other people saying, oh, you're not bisexual, you're gay, to not only me, but to other people as well. Also putting Yardiestyle in that category. And my thing is, even if Yardiestyle is a more feminine presenting man, Nico, the context, the theatrics, even if he is a more feminine presenting man, that doesn't invalidate his sexuality as a bisexual man, especially if he is actively showing y'all, I have a girlfriend, I have children, I romantically and sexually talk to women and only really film with men. But that also brings up the counter argument of people feeling jaded towards bisexual men for using men as a sexual outlet while still pursuing romance and romantic interests with women. And I understand that. It does make you feel like a sex toy, if I'm being quite honest, because I've even been in positions where I would try to date other bisexual men. And I remember when I was in my early 20s, I tried to date one and he told me, yeah, I want kids someday, but I want them the natural way, so I'm probably going to end up with a woman. Mind you, I'm in this man's car going on a date with him, as he is actively telling me, yeah, in game, I see myself in a heterosexual relationship with a more traditional family setting. So I definitely understand the hesitation that comes along with dealing with bisexual men. But in this particular situation, it's always just so interesting that no matter what kind of proof Yardiestyle brings, people will always discredit him and say that he's just gay, pretending to be bisexual so that he's on some form of pedestal. When, in my experience, bisexuality in the community has been met with fierce backlash, negative connotations, and that's the most I was ever read on the timeline before I got to a certain level of followers. Nico, what do you mean? I remember I made a tweet basically acknowledging that I am bisexual and talking about it, and that was the most pushback. And even on YouTube, that was the most pushback I've ever gotten. And it's so interesting, and it makes you see why a lot of the quote-unquote bisexual men are in the closet, because those bisexual men that you say don't exist are the DL men, the ones with the baby mamas, the ones that have multiple girlfriends but still get some neck from you at the end of the night after the club. So it's like, if these people are intersecting with both genders, it's clear that bisexuality is a real thing. We can see it in other animals as well, but I don't understand why when it comes to humans, it's either one or the other, as if bisexuality is a stepping stone. But I definitely want to hear your opinions down below. How do you feel about Yardiestyle proudly proclaiming his girlfriend, proudly saying, I am a bisexual man, I have kids, I date mostly women, I only have sex with men on camera because it's popular? What are your feelings on that? Do you feel like it goes back to the trope that bisexual men only use other gay men and or queer men as sexual outlets and only pursue actual romance with women? How does it make you feel now that you know like the basis of his aggression? Because I honestly feel like, because once again, I've seen Yardiestyle videos where he is gentle, where he is calm, and it's usually with like a white boy or something. But he be having sex with black and brown people like he fucking hates y'all guts. Nico, he be beating it up like it owes him money. 3 days late on rent kind of money. So, I mean, I want to hear your opinions. Do you feel like the aggression and rough nature of his content also revolves around him actually having more genuine and intimate feelings with women rather than the men that he's filming with? Definitely drop your opinions down below, and I will see you guys next time. Boop.